Good day class, I am Sir Meko and today we are going to learn on how to do the operations on integers, and we will now have the addition of integers, no? So previously, no, sa ating mga nakaraang lesson, we have the representation of integers, no? The comparison of integers, how they order, no, from increasing to decreasing, no, how they compare, and how to locate integers. So since you have the knowledge, no, about sa introduction ng integers, so this time we will have the operations naman, no. So doon muna tayo sa addition of integers. So in this content, no, dalawang method po yung ating pag-aaralan. So first, we have the addition of integers using concrete models o yung tinatawag na integer chips. And the second is the addition of integers using the pictorial models or the number line. So include ko na rin po dito sa lesson yung ating rule-based, no, method, no. Ito yun yung pinaka-practical na way in adding integers. Pero dito muna tayo sa integer chips. So let's have the subtopic number 1, which is the addition of integers using concrete models or the integer chips. So ano ba yung integer chips? So integer chips, so it is a hands-on way to visualize and understand the process of combining positive and negative numbers, no? So ginagamit po to para mas lalo nating maunawaan yung process yung ng addition of integers, no. So dito gagamit tayo ng mga chips, no, para ma-visualize natin yung itsura kung paano ba nagka-come up sa ganung sagot kapag tayo ay gumagamit ng integer chips, no. So meron tayong ginagamit na dalawang chips dito with different colors. So we have the yellow and the red chips. So ano ba yung yellow chips? No, so yung positive integers are represented by yellow chips. Ito po 'yon. So yan yung representation ng positive integers. Kapag naman po negative integers, gumagamit naman tayo ng red chips. So yan pong dalawang chips na yan yung magre-represent ng ating mga integers, no? So meron din po tayong tinatawag na pair of zeros kasi later po meron tayong mga integers na kapag kinuha natin yung sum, lalo pag magkaiba ng sign, is magkakaroon po ng pair of zeros. So yung pair of zeros po, ito po yung combination ng isang positive chip at isang negative chip, no? Kapag po pinagsama natin yung dalawang yan, ang laging sagot po nila is 0, no? So let's have the example. So in our example, we have negative 3 plus 5. So as you can see, no, they have different signs. So isang negative 3 at isang positive 5. So gamitin natin yung ating integer chips, no. So let's represent negative 3 using the integer chips. So since negative siya, gagamit tayo ng kulay red na chips. And dahil 3, yung ating integer, negative 3, so kailangan tatlong negative chips yung gagamitin natin para i-represent siya. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So kaya po, we have 3 negative chips. Next nating i-represent is yung positive 5. Ayan. So since positive to, gagamit naman tayo dito ng yellow chip, no? So 5 yellow chips ang magre-represent sa positive 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, ayan po class yung representation ng ating integers. This time, gagamitin natin yung pair of zeros. Titignan natin kung meron ba tayong magkapares, no, na pair of zeros o yung magkaiba ng sign. So, here we have one pair of zeros, another pair of zero, and another pair of zeros. No, so yung tatlong yan class, dahil sila ay pair of zeros, mawawala na po sila sa ating solution, no? So since nawala na sila, ano na lang yung natira? Okay? So yung natira po, we have 2 positive chips. So yan pong 2 positive chips na yan po yung magre-represent ng ating sagot. Okay? Since dahil sila ay positive, 2 positive chips, yan pong chips na yan ay nagre-represent ng ating positive 2. Therefore, negative 3 plus positive 5 is equal to positive 2. kasi yun po yung naiwan sa ating chips, no? So let's have example number 2 para mas lalo nyo pang maunawaan. So we have positive 2 plus positive 4. So alam naman natin yung sagot dyan kahit hindi na natin gamitan ng chips, pero para mas ma-visualize nyo, no, kung ano yung itsura, ito po siya. So i-represent natin si 2. So since siya ay positive, gagamit tayo ng yellow chips. So ilang yellow chips po yan? So yan po ay 2 yellow chips. Next nating i-represent is yung positive 4. Ayan. So since siya ay positive and 4, no? So gagamit naman tayo diyan ng 4 na yellow chips. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So after that, check natin kung meron ba tayong pair of zeros, yung magkaiba ng sign. So since wala naman, bilangin lang natin yung yellow chips na yan, and that will be our final answer. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So therefore, 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. Okay? So next, let's have the example number 3. Okay? So we have negative 5 plus positive 3. So again, we have different sign. Kaya gamitan natin ng integer chips. So let's represent negative 5. So alam natin kapag negative is color red chips. So ilang color red chips yan? Okay, so we have 5 red chips. No? So let's represent naman yung positive 3. So how many yellow chips po kaya iyan? Okay, so we will use 3 yellow chips. No? So tignan natin kung meron tayong pair of zeros. So of course, kita naman natin na meron tayong pair of zeros. So ilan kaya sila? Bilangin natin. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So wala na po sila sa ating solution kasi pair of zeros na po sila. So ano na lang yung natira? Okay, since ang natira is 2 negative chips, yan po yung magre-represent ng ating sagot. Therefore, the answer in negative 5 plus positive 3 is negative 2. Okay? So, next naman tayo. Example number 4. Okay, so we have negative 4 plus negative 5. So, they have same sign, no? So represent muna natin si negative 4. So ilang red chips yan? Okay, so we have 4 red chips. So ito namang isa is negative 5. So ilang red chips po yan? Okay, so we have 5 red chips. So since wala naman tayong pair of zeros dito, bibilangin lang natin kung ilan yung ating red chips. So ilan sila lahat? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, since we have 9 negative chips, therefore, negative 4 plus negative 5 is equal to negative 9. So, ayan class. So, ganun lang po gumagana yung ating integer chips. So, I hope naunawaan nyo, no, kung paano natin ginagamit si integer chips. So now class, let's move on to addition of integers using the pictorial models o yung tinatawag na number line. So familiar naman kayo sa number line, no? So lagi lang tandaan, in number line, siya po ang ginagamit to determine kung saan malalaman ang location ng mga integers, no? So in addition of numbers on the number line, it can be visualized by thinking in terms of distance and direction from 0. So madali lang to kasi lahat pag nag-add tayo, magi-start tayo lagi sa 0 pagka ilolocate natin yung ating first term, no, in addition of integers. So we have the center, yung ating origin na 0, and lahat po nung nasa right side ng 0 ay positive numbers or integers, at lahat naman ng nasa left side ng 0 ay negative integers. So let's start. So let's have the sum of 3 plus 5 on the number line. So ganito po ang gagawin. So we have here the number line. Our first step is let's locate positive 3. So from the origin class, let's move 3 units in the positive direction. So bakit tayo sa positive direction magmo-move? No, kasi po ang ating unang term is positive 3, no? So kaya i-locate muna natin yung positive 3. So from 0, we have 1, 2, and 3. So, ayan po. Yan po yung ating first term na positive 3. Okay? So, ano naman yung gagawin natin sa second term, which is yung 5? So, we will move according to the second integer. So, kung saan tayo nahinto from the first integer, nahinto tayo sa 3, kukontinue lang natin yung ating paggalaw. So, since ito naman ay positive ang integer natin and positive 5 siya, so from 3, we will move our step, no, 5 times, no. So, from 3, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yan po yung ating second integer. That's the positive 5. Now, saan huminto yung ating huling step? Kay 5. So, ito ay huminto sa ating positive 8. So, yung positive 8 po na yan na po yung magiging sum ng ating given na 3 plus 5. So, since siya ay positive 8, therefore, 3 plus 5 is equal to positive 8. No? So, let's proceed to the second example naman. So, we have negative 6 plus 4. So, gaya kanina, mag-uumpisa muna tayo sa 0 para malocate natin yung negative 6. So, since ito ay negative, so pupunta tayo sa left side ng 0 kasi nandun ng mga negative integers. So, from 0, count lang tayo ng 6 units. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, yan po yung ating negative 6. Next, yung ating second integer na ina-add is yung positive 4. So, since nahinto tayo sa negative 6 at yung second term natin is positive 4, so we need to move going to the right. No? So, 4 step to the right naman. So, from negative 6, count tayo ng 4 step to the right. No? So, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, again, kung ano yung huling step ng ating second term sa integer, yun po yung magiging final answer. So, ang last na kanyang napuntahan is yung negative 2. So, yung negative 2 po, which is the final position, yung sum ng negative 6 plus 4. So, negative 6 plus 4 is equal to negative 2. So, ganun lang po kadali gamitin si number line. So, let's proceed to the third example. We have negative 3 plus negative 5. So, they have same sign. No? So, again, let's first start at the origin and move 3 units in the negative direction. So, kasi nga negative 3 siya, kaya from 0, ang movement natin is going to left. 3 units magmula sa 0. So, we have 1, 2, and 3. So, yung ating second term is negative 5. Okay? So, since natapos tayo kay negative 3 and negative 5 yung ating second term, so we will move 5 units to the left. So, from negative 3, bilang tayo ng 5 steps. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yan po yung ating negative 5. And since yung ating final position ay naglanding sa negative 8, so, yan po yung magdedetermine ng sum ng ating given. So, therefore, negative 3 plus negative 5 is equal to negative 8. So, yan po yung ating third example. No? So, yun class, ganun lang po kadali si addition of integers gamit ang number line. So, let's proceed to the next the next method, which is yung rule-based method. No? So, review muna tayo saglit. No? So, kung tandaan nyo pa ba yung absolute value? So, remember that absolute value is the distance of a number from 0 in the number line. So, if we have here negative 5, so let's find the absolute value of negative 5. So, in the number line, no? So, from 0, bilang lang tayo kung ilang units papunta sa negative 5. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, we have 5 units. Therefore, ang negative 5, ang absolute value ng negative 5 is 5. So, same din kapag hinanapan natin ng absolute value ang isang positive integer. So, from 0, count lang tayo ng 7 units papunta sa positive 7. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Therefore, yung absolute value ng positive 7 is positive 7 din or 7. So, ganun lang yung absolute value. So, bakit ba tayo nagkaroon ng absolute value? Kasi gagamitin natin to sa addition of integers. No? So, adding of integers using the rule base. So, ito yung pinaka-practical class. No? Kasi ito yung madalas na dapat na dapat gagamitin nyo na, no, when you napunta na kayo sa higher level, kasi yung dalawang method kanina, yun yung visual representation para mas lalo nyo maunawaan. Pero ito yung pinaka-practical, ito yung talagang dapat na makabisado nyo, no. So dalawang rules lang naman to. So yung unang rule is in adding integers with same sign, parehas sila ng sign, parehas positive, parehas negative, just simply add their absolute value, no. So add lang natin and keep the sign that they have. So kung ano yung sign, dahil parehas naman sila ng sign, kaya dapat yung sagot niya, kung ano yung sagot nila is dapat yun din yung sign na gagamitin, no? Kung parehas positive yung pinag-add mo, dapat yung sign nila is positive din. Kapag parehas negative yung pinag-plus mo, dapat yung sum nila is negative din ang sign. So kapag naman po may different sign, so in adding integers with different sign, just simply subtract their absolute value, no? Then use the sign of the greater number. So dito naman class, hindi tayo literal na mag-a-add kapag magkaiba ng sign. Instead, ima-minus natin sila, no? Ima-minus natin yung absolute value ng ating given. So gagamitin natin yung sign nung may pinakamalaking absolute value. Kung ano yung sign nun dun sa given, yun yung magiging sign ng ating sagot. So lagyan natin ng example, no? So to add integers with same sign, so add their absolute values, no? So example, we have negative 5 plus negative 2. So ang gagawin natin is una, kunin muna natin yung absolute value ni negative 5, no? So anong absolute value ni negative 5? That is a positive 5. Plus, parehas naman kasi sila ng sign, kaya add lang natin, absolute value ni negative 2 is positive 2, no? So, add muna natin yung mga absolute value nila. So, 5 plus 2, that is 7. Now, doon naman tayo sa sign. So, since yung ating given ay parehas ng sign na negative, therefore, yung magiging sign ng ating integer sa final answer ay dapat negative din. Kaya po, ang negative 5 plus negative 2 ay equivalent sa negative 7. No? So, same sign kasi sila. Kaya, syempre, automatic yung sum nila kaparehas din ng sign nila. No? So, next naman natin, kapag ginamitan natin ng integer chips, no? Tignan natin kung parehas bang negative 7. So, yung negative 5, that is 5 red chips. At yung negative 2 is dalawang red chips. So, since wala naman pair of zeros dyan, so bilangin lang natin yung red chips natin, ang lalabas ay negative 7. So, gamit naman ng number line, ganun din. So, from 0, let's count 5 units to the left. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, that is 5. That is the negative 5. And from negative 5, count tayo ng dalawang units to the left kasi negative 2 yung ating given, no, yung second term. So, we have 1, 2. So, sa nagland yung ating last step, that is negative 7. Kaya po, ang sagot talaga sa negative 5 plus negative 2 ay negative 7. No? So, paano naman pag magkaiba ng sign? Gaya nito. No? So, we have here 7 plus negative 4. So, ayan, magkaiba sila ng sign. Isang positive, isang negative. So, ang sabi, we need to subtract their absolute values. So, ano bang absolute value ni positive 7? No? So, ang absolute value ni positive 7 ay of course 7 pa rin. So, next, dahil nga magkaiba ng sign, isasubtract natin sila. So, 7 minus, so anong absolute value ni negative 4? Okay, so that is positive 4. So, let's subtract 7 minus 4, that is equal to 3. Now, paano naman yung magiging sign nito? So, balikan natin. Ano ba yung mas malaki, 7 o 4? Okay, so in absolute value, mas malaki syempre si 7. So, ano ba yung sign ni 7 doon sa ating given? Okay, di ba positive? Ayan. So, dahil positive siya, kailangan kung sino yung may pinakamalaking absolute value, so kung ano yung sign niya doon sa given, yun yung gagamitin natin. Kaya po, yung positive 3, ang magiging sign niya is positive. So, therefore, 7 plus negative 4 is equal to positive 3. No? So, yun yung ginamit nating sign, yung kay positive. Kasi mas malaki si 7 kaysa kay 4. At ang sign ni 7 sa ating given is positive. No? So, another example is this one. So, we have negative 8 plus 6. So, as we can see, no, magkaiba ng sign. We have negative 8 and 6, no. So, gaya dati, subtract their absolute value. So, ano bang absolute value ni negative 8? Okay, so that is positive 8 minus the absolute value of positive 6. So, ang absolute value ni 6 ay 6 din. So, subtract muna natin. 8 minus 6 ay equivalent sa 2. Okay? So, dahil magkaiba ng sign, subtract tayo. So, 8 minus 6 is equal to 2. Now, paano kaya yung magiging sign nito? So, this time, sino ba ang mas malaki? 8 or 6? Okay, very good. Diba 8? So, ano yung sign ni 8 doon sa ating given? Okay, so that is negative, no? Kung negative yung sign ni 8 sa ating given, dapat po ang magiging sign ng ating sagot ay negative din. So that will become negative 2. Therefore, negative 8 plus positive 6 is equal to negative 2. So, yun lang class, no? Yan po yung ating tatlong method kung paano tayo nag-a-add ng integers. So, to sum up, no? Ang pinaka-practical talaga dito is itong ang ating rule base, no? Na dapat makabisado nyo para kapag nakabisado nyo kasi to, madali na lang sa inyo mag-compute ng integers, no? Mag-add ng integers without using calculator, no? So, yun lang ang ating lesson for today. So, I hope you learn a lot sa ating video. So, see you. Thank you sa pakikinig at sa panonood.